Hi, it's Audrey Burri for Carolina Kid News, and today I'm here with...
My name is Daniel Hoylett. I'm the site coordinator at Providence Day Freedom School.
Thank you. So what does the Freedom School seek to accomplish for students?
So this is actually a movement that started long ago during the Civil Rights Movement. And there was a Freedom Summer program that started back in around 1960s. The same structure from the movement back in the 1960s to show that this is a time where over the summer it's very easy for scholars and for elementary students and high school students and middle school students to lose the amount that they gained during the school year. So in order to keep that momentum and really help these scholars who may be underachieving in math or in reading or things like that, to show them that they can continue that over the summer to move on towards the school year as well. And it's actually something where the National Children's Defense Fund has adopted this movement to create a curriculum for us to follow, which is...
All the students come from the same school, so they have a chance to build bonds and make friendships.
Exactly, yes. We see a lot of students that come from similar classrooms during the school year, and those friendships maintain, and then also students who are not in the same class during the school year come into Providence Day and have just a chance to mix and mingle throughout this environment as well. Because how we set it up is that our level 1 scholars are going into first, second, or third. So they might be in a class with a few that are going into first grade and a few that are going into third grade as well. And when we get to level 2, it's going into 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. So the mix of grade levels is another opportunity to create a strong community in there.
Thank you so much. So how could I get involved with the Freedom School?
We have opportunities for families to get involved and parents, like I said, as well. But for people who don't have children of their own, they can also join in during our daily Deer Time as well, when we drop everything and read. And it's about 30 minutes at Providence Day, and across the city too. There's some sites that have increased it to our model, but also just 15 minutes here and there. And that's also just in time for you to come in and enjoy the afternoon and read with scholars one-to-one. You can also join in for field trips and volunteer during those times too. So lots of opportunities for not just family members as well, but the larger community in the Carolinas and different surrounding cities to join in too.
So do you know how many Freedom Schools are in Charlotte?
Yes, this summer we have about 16 sites across Charlotte, which amounts to about 1,200 scholars across the city as well, which is super awesome. And this is actually a movement that's across our nation too. And they've got, when we go to Tennessee, we have training in Tennessee each summer where all of the cities in the United States come together for training. But it's really cool to see because there's all different sorts of sites and places that offer this opportunity for scholars. But one thing that's really unique about our Providence Day site is that we are the only independent institution to have a Freedom School site here too. So that's a super awesome, unique twerk about ourselves.
Be a part of the Freedom School.
So during the school year, from Raymond Road Elementary is where we try to pull a lot of our scholars from at Providence Day. And a lot of the teachers can send in teacher recommendations for scholars. Counselors may send in different recommendations of different scholars who, for whatever reason, might need a summer enrichment program like this in their lives. And then from there, when our Freedom School Partners Office takes over, it starts to turn into a conversation of whether the family is able to pay a nominal fee with us to join in, or as well, there's also an option of just doing some volunteer hours. So as we really want to keep our community together here. So each parent has the option of also doing about 9 hours for the summer, and they can participate in Harambe or come to breakfast, come on field trips to earn that, and spend time with us. So they see, again, everyone joining in with this together.
Tell me about the larger community in the Carolinas.
Sure. Charlotte has become just a sort of a model for how the National Children's Defense Fund would like this program to look, because we've got, as I said, 16 sites across our city. But outside of Charlotte, there are some cities, for example, Greensboro and Columbia, South Carolina, Raleigh, lots of different areas that have really developed this sort of idea of building our youth and helping them to grow with themselves, that have really maintained that same energy and the same passion about it all too. So it's not just in Charlotte, it's in the Carolinas as well, and as I said, across the nation too.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.